So, good morning to all of you. I welcome you to this session on RDBMS. In today's session, I'll be discussing with you the installation of Oracle and the unlocking of some existing Oracle users. So, first, I'll just use the downloaded file that I downloaded from the Oracle site. I'll be, setting up Oracle 11G Express Edition. So then click on this setup file to start the installation process. Then I'll just follow the on-screen instructions to set up my Oracle database. It'll just take 2 to 3 minutes to finish the installation. Click on next, then accept the terms in the license agreement. Now remember, this folder is important where your Oracle is being installed. So it is Oracle XE. XE stands for Express Edition, right? Then click on next. Then this password that you're going to set is for the two already pre-built users, sys and system. These are the admin users. So they would be helping you a lot in controlling and configuring other user accounts. So remember this password, we would require it at a later stage when we are working with Oracle. Then start the installation process. So the next step would be that the Oracle services would be created and started. These services are required if you wish to work with Oracle. And then the database would be configured. That would be one last step in our installation. So right now the installation process is continuing. It will be creating certain start menu, shortcuts and folders. Now it is creating and starting the services. I told you these services are required for the working with Oracle Database 11G Express Edition. And now the database is being configured. It will take a minute or so. And then we can see that the installation has finished successfully. This message would be there on the screen after this. Just waiting for this installation to finish. So you can see the installation of Oracle Database 11G Express Edition has finished. Then you can go to the start menu and look for the Oracle folder there. Okay, here is the Oracle folder here. So there are a lot of options here. So what we can do is we can click on this run SQL command line to start working with Oracle, and you should right click on it and pin it to taskbar. Okay, so that it is readily available whenever you need to work with it. So I'm now starting this SQL command line. And the first step is to connect as some user. So I'm connecting as a user system. The password you set it during installation, right? So now I'm connected. Okay. So this user is the admin user and allows you to work with other users. Then there is a user Scott. Okay. There is a user Scott, which is a limited user, but it owns many objects, that is tables, views, which can help you to start working in a very fast way with Oracle, right? So let's try to log in as the Scott user. The password for it would be Tiger. But initially what happens is this user is locked. So we need to unlock it. Okay, we need to unlock it. So let's see, the steps to unlock this. So I'll just connect as the system user. Then I'll go to the installation folder. Okay, the place where Oracle is installed, I'll go there. Within that, the app folder, the Oracle folder, the product folder, 11.2.0, the server folder, then the RDBMS folder, and within that the admin folder, and then I look for the file spot.sql, right? So this is the path where this file is located. I'll copy this path so that I am able to run this file spot.sql. I'm able to execute this file. Okay. Once again, I go to SQL command line. To execute the file, the script, I'll write started with @ copy this path, and then I will use here spot.sql. So it has executed the file, right? So let's see if we can alter the user now. If it gives some problem, we can just try another way. Alter user spot account unlock. So it is giving us some problem. Maybe we are not logged in as system user, because when we execute the file, we were connected as Scott user, I suppose. So I'll connect again here. Okay. And let's see if we can execute it now. Yeah. Yeah, now we have executed it. And okay, then I can again try this alter user. Alter user, yeah. Scott account unlock should work now. Still it is not working. Okay, so let's connect once again. That could be the only issue here. Yeah, now it's okay. So when we run that script, it logs in as a Scott user, and we are logged out of system user. So that's why the problem. And next we can also change the password back to Tiger. Alter user Scott identified by the password that is Tiger. Okay. So now we have unlocked the user Scott. We can connect as user Scott. Okay. So we can do like this also if you wish, in one go only. So now we are connected as user Scott. To see the objects owned by Scott, we can take this option, select star from tab. Okay. So these are the various tables that are available in the Scott user. The M table, the department table, that would be very meaningful to us for a lot of our queries. Okay. So let's see the M table. If you need to see the contents of any table, okay, then you can use this. Select star from table name. So it will display all the information that is there in the table. So to have a better view, you can write something like this. So this is the information about employees. So this table contains information about certain employees of a company with different headers: employee number, e-name, the job description, the manager number of the employee, the date on which the employee was hired, the salary, the commission, the department number to which the employee belongs. So I'm stressing again that you must be very clear with these tables, both of them, the emp table and the department table. Okay, they would be very helpful in learning SQL. And these are the universal tables. They are being followed, everywhere. To begin, when you are starting learning with SQL, these tables are of utmost importance. So that's all for today's session. And in my next session, I'll be discussing with you how to, manipulate the information contained in a table, right? So till then, keep watching my videos. Thank you very much.